Farms, welcome to my YouTube channel on this episode with Lifestyle with Excel. So on today's topic, we're going to be addressing abuse in
Question.
tertiary institution in Nigeria. Okay, on today's episode, I have a very special guest.
Hi.
So she's going to give us a prep talk on this word called abuse we see commonly happening in a tertiary institution.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello, fam. How is everything? Welcome to Lifestyle with Excel. We're looking at addressing abuse in tertiary institutions.
Yeah.
Abuse is prevalent, is happening in universities, polytechnic schools in Nigeria. And it seems like people are now looking at it basically on the area of domestic violence, not knowing that students are facing abuse daily in school.
Yeah.
And over time, when a student who undergoes a 4 year course, 5 years course, 6 years course, undergoes abuse for these 6 years, 5 years, at the end of the day, when they settle down, they now see abuse as normal, and there's no need to address it, there's no need to report it, there's no need to, fight it. For them, it's normal. Well, what is the government doing? But beyond the government doing something, as students, they must be able to address it the way they can, pending when the society or the school authorities can address it. Now, many abuse that is prevalent in the tertiary education system is more of a personal abuse. Now, for example, we're going to talk about it stage by stage. Briefly, for sexual abuse is one of those that is prominent and very
Common.
common in the universities,
Yeah.
from fellow students, maybe cultists, from lecturers, sex for marks. These are things that is common in the university, but it ought not to be common. It's an abuse, and maybe we have closed our eyes to it. It's like it's normal. You can find a way around it, but that's not supposed to be. If a student is subjected to sexual abuse to pass a course, do you think that student will be happy at the end of the day when you look back and knowing that I was able to attain this position by sleeping around for sex? Now, sexual abuse is common in school, is common in the tertiary institution. Now, my advice is, if, for example, your lecturer is forcing you to sleep with him, or there is a threat, sometimes they don't come as being forced, but they will give you a condition like, if you don't do it, you know that you're going to stay an extra year or you're going to fail the course. So there is intimidation, there is threat, there is coercion. Now, in that circumstance, what will one do? What a student can do is, one, report to your dean, because there are structures, hierarchy in school. Report to your dean, or if you have another lecturer, say, see, look at what is happening. Because sometimes they'll say, okay, what evidence do you have? Sometimes in trying to get evidence, the person it becomes an scapegoat, or the person experiences still the abuse in trying to get an evidence. So what you can do in that instance is report to your any lecturer in the faculty, if it's happening in your faculty or in your school, any lecturer, or you can go to your dean, explain these things to them. They'll say, yeah, best are the same feather fly together, or they're always together. If the dean cannot address it, then you take it to the vice chancellor or the deputy vice chancellor. There are structures. There are the the student union, government. We have different structures in school, so you can reach out to them. This is what is happening. This is what I'm going through. If you feel well, who do I don't know any of this, walk up to any of them to say, this is what I'm going through, and I just need to report it. Now, it is also important that tertiary education put in place structure that can aid students to report, because if there are anonymous there are free toll lines people can call and still maintain their anonymity in reporting these things. It will help them to know what is happening. We don't need undercover journalists to come and tell us what is happening in our schools. We see lecturers who are bold enough to tell you, if you don't do this, you're going nowhere, and nothing happens. So government must set up strategies, ways in which students can report these things. Because if the students report these things, at least it is in the knowledge of the, so it is not in public knowledge. It's not more something that is hidden, because these things thrive in secret. Don't tell anyone. But if they know that, yes, we have told someone and they are aware, then the lecturer will curtail, or mind him or herself. So please don't keep quiet when you are sexually abused or there is threats. When there is tendencies like this, don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet. They tell you keep quiet, don't keep quiet. Because if you keep quiet, it will happen. If it doesn't happen, you will pay the ultimate price by either failing that course or at the same time having an extra year. Another thing that is, I will call it financial abuse, in terms of where students are being extorted financially, in the guise of textbook, in the guise of sorting, in the guise of, if you don't bring money, you will fail. If you don't bring money, whether you pass or not, you must bring money. Many of these students don't have this money, and you push them to go and look for this money anyhow. So these are things, the kind of abuse that are prevalent in tertiary institutions in our country. So we must look into it. I'm happy there are some schools that have put their feet down to address these issues. Every textbook you buy, you have to buy it through the library. They have put in place a strategy that will curtail students having personal contact with their lecturers. If you want to buy a textbook, you go to the library, pick one and pay. So for other schools who have not been able to put in place these things, please do put in place these things, because it will aid your students, to help them to not be victims of abuse. Because if your lecturer is saying, if you don't pay me 20,000, a student is doing his or her project and they are being taxed, you must pay this. A project students are spending money to do, and a supervisor who's supposed to supervise this project are asking for money. They are not concerned whether you're doing plagiarism. They're not concerned whether you're copying another person's work. What they're concerned is the money you have to give them. So for schools where these things are happening, let them put their feet down. So these are the challenges students in the tertiary institutions are going through. That if you don't have money, you won't be done with your project. They will tax you and tax you, take unnecessary money here and there. So these are many more things you have to address. Now I have to look at also under sexual abuse, because these are things that are prevalent in the university, where a girl start living with a boyfriend, or if the boy is living with a girl. It is prevalent, it happens in school, but that's not the right thing. If you're living with your supposed friend or your boyfriend or whoever you want to marry or whatever, you're in a relationship and the person is hitting you, then it's no more relationship. That is now,
Abuse.
yes, my treatment is now a boxing ring. So if I don't even know why a student should be living with a boyfriend in school. That's not what you were said there. I don't know why a boy will be living with a girl. So for you who is in a relationship in the university, in any of the tertiary institutions, and your man or the man you're dating is beating you, is it not a clear sign to you that they want to kill you? Why are you still there? Why are you stay away from any abusive relationship? You see students who slap and beat. Many students experience these things and they are keeping quiet. Why are you keeping quiet? Why are you keeping quiet? Your parents are struggling to put you through school. You're now, instead of your parents are assuming you are living alone or you're living with other friends, you're not living with an opposite sex, and the person is beating you, abusing you sexually, abusing you physically. Are you a moron? Are you okay? If you're in such situation, leave that relationship. Abusive relationship can lead to death. Many instances we have seen, even where a students were used for rituals. Somebody I'm dating. Once there's a tendency of abuse, run to a place of safety, disconnect yourself from such relationship and let it go. Face your studies. That's why you're in school. You cannot be dating a guy and a guy is beating you, or you're dating a lady who is abusing you. It can't work. You are there to learn. Please learn. Now, another form of abuse that happens in the universities, and now issue of intimidation, maybe by cultists. You know, people in cliques, they are intimidating you. They'll beat you up because you don't want to join their clique. You can also report to the police. Many times, because a lot of people don't believe in our justice system, make a report. Make a report. Let your faculty know about it. Let your parents know about it. Anybody that cares to know, let them know about it. That's why I see in plead with our institutions, the school institution, the society, to put in place, ways, setups, or kind of arrangements that people can, always reach out to when they are victims of abuse. So if I have an NGO that I can always walk into to see what I'm going through in school, and they're willing to come to my aid, then is a great thing. But because these things are not prevalent, they're not available, that is why many students are still hiding, because they'll feel no one will come to their aid. But safety first. Please don't die in abuse. Don't die in abuse. If for any reason you're a victim, speak up. Now we are glad we're in the area of the technology. We have the social media platform. Raise alarm. One thing with these things, once people know aware that things are happening, they will fight for you. Raise alarm. Don't die in secret. Don't die in abuse. Don't die because you don't want to lose a relationship. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Your life first. Your future is important. You're not in school to be destroyed. You're not in school to be abused. You are there to learn. And when the learning turns into abuse, please run for your safety. Make a report. Let the world know about it. So this is the little I can just summarize in what is prevalent. The other forms of abuse, emotional abuse that happen in school, a lot of things go on there. But these ones I've talked about are more prevalent, and we can do something. You as a person who is the victim, arise. Don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet. Save your life first. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma, for this interesting
Uh,
topic for today.
okay.
Okay, fam, if you know you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell, because I'll be bringing to you more content on lifestyle with Excel. Like and share my video. Thank you. God bless.
You take care. Bye.